Good morning, everybody. I hope you all had a lovely sunny Easter break. Today marks the start of a new term at Grangefield. A little bit different to usual because you're at home and I'm here doing a virtual assembly, and Mrs Lewis isn't next to me either. But nevertheless, we do have a new school value to discuss in assemblies this term, and our value is compassion. You might want to pause the video for a moment and talk to people at home about what you think the word compassion means, or maybe write down your ideas about compassion. So, if someone shows kindness, caring and willingness to help others, they are showing compassion. It's a word for a very positive emotion that has to do with being thoughtful and decent. When you have compassion, you're putting yourself in someone else's shoes and you're really feeling for them and carrying out actions because of that emotion. Now, today's assembly, I'm going to focus on a special day that is coming this week. Thursday. What's so special about Thursday? Well, it's the 23rd of April. Does anybody know why the 23rd of April is so important? It's St George's Day. And St George is the patron saint of England, but he is also celebrated in other countries. Now, patron saint is a protecting, guardian saint for a particular person or place. St George is the patron saint of England. St Andrew is patron saint of Scotland. St Patrick is Ireland's, and St David is the patron saint of Wales. Now, many myths surround St George, but the essence of his story always remains the same, and it's mostly around his bravery. I'm going to start today by reading you a version of the story. Let's find the first page. George was a soldier, strong and brave. He rode a huge horse called Bayard. There you go, you can see George on his horse. One day he saw the king and all the people weeping and wailing. "What's wrong?" asked George. "The dragon is going to eat my daughter," the king cried. "Our only water comes from a spring which is guarded by a fierce dragon. He won't let us have any water unless we feed him every day. He's already gobbled up all our sheep and goats. And now he demands a young girl to eat every day," said the king. He had a lottery to see who would be eaten first, and the princess lost. And you see all the girls there from the village. They had a lottery, which means they put all their names into a hat, and the first name to be pulled out would be the first girl to be eaten by the dragon. "Please fight that wicked dragon," begged the king. "Otherwise the princess and all our young girls will die." "I will fight this greedy monster," said brave George, and he put on his armour and picked up his weapons. George rode Bayard towards the spring and away from the town. And the townspeople, they watched from a safe distance. Oh, the foulest odour that George had ever smelt filled the air, and suddenly there was a roar like thunder as the dragon soared down upon him. Its vast wings blocked out the sun. A great burst of flame shot from the dragon's mouth, and Bayard's tail was sizzled like a sausage. George aimed his lance at the dragon's body and he charged. Fingers crossed. But the dragon's shimmering scales were so hard that George's lance crumbled into 1,000 pieces. He was thrown to the ground and Bayard raced for safety of the town. George rolled under a tree and drew his sword. Another burst of flames set the tree on fire, and the heat cracked the soldier's armour wide open. Without any armour, George hid amongst the rocks, and the dragon roared as it lost sight of its prey. It lifted its wings to soar into the sky and search for George. Brave George leapt out and thrust his sword under the dragon's wings. There were no scales to protect the dragon here, and the blade went straight into its heart. Dark blood burst forth and stained the ground, and the dragon was dead, and the princess was saved. The people of the town rejoiced, and the king gave George a huge bag of gold as a reward. George used it to buy more sheep and goats for the people of the town, and then he went quietly on his way. So let's think about St. George's qualities. He was brave in standing up to something that was much bigger than he was and putting himself on the line for the people of the village. He was selflessly prepared to fight to save something precious and graciously did this, and he didn't expect anything in return. In a sense, he was showing great compassion for the king and all the villagers. And he wanted justice to be done by getting rid of something that was harmful and seeking to stop the dragon from hurting people, even though he could have been hurt himself. He showed a lot of resilience when he was fighting that dragon, didn't he? A real can-do attitude. And he wasn't scared to have a go. It was a really big challenge, but he kept on trying different ways. So I want you to have a think about something that you're finding difficult or a challenge that you're facing at the moment. It might be to do with some of the work that's been set by your teachers, or it might be to do with other things that are happening. Or is there someone else with you at home who's struggling? Are you showing compassion for other people, and are you helping when you can? Children, I wish you a happy and healthy week. Please work hard on the tasks set by your teachers. Do plenty of reading, but also take the time to play and relax too. See you all soon.